Seems these days in Hollywood, all we get is franchise after franchise. But not every franchise is created equal. Here are some of the best. These are my top 5 favorite franchises. Number 5. Back to the Future. Back to the Future is the best sci-fi franchise. The first film is considered a bona fide classic. The second provides a compelling sequel, and the third takes an interesting premise by blending sci-fi with the Wild West. Admittedly, the sequels don't quite capture the lightning in a bottle of the first film, but they still are good in their own right. Number 4. The Godfather. Another classic franchise is that of The Godfather, boasting the classic that is the first film and one of the best sequels of all time in part 2. Unfortunately, the final film is not quite as good as the first two, but I don't believe this takes away from the greatness of this franchise. The Godfather franchise is perhaps the best of its genre. Number 3. Toy Story. The only animated franchise on this list, but boy does it deserve its spot. Toy Story 1 was a history-making film as being the first computer-generated animated film, which also essentially launched Pixar. The follow-up films continued on where the first left off, winding compelling storyline from entry to entry. Number 2. The Before Trilogy. The only indie pick on this list, the Before Trilogy is the understated story of two people falling in love, from the first meeting in Before Sunrise, the reunion in Before Sunset, and the tale of married life in Before Midnight. While franchises are known for being action-packed, the Before Trilogy is a departure from that, and that small stories can be just as great as big ones. Number 1. Harry Potter. The Harry Potter franchise is the franchise I grew up on. As a result, it holds a special place in my heart. However, it is not just nostalgia that influenced me with this pick. The franchise does an excellent job at world building, an absolute magical world. The film's maturing as the main cast does as well is incredibly endearing. Well, that's my list. Let me know in the comments what your top 5 would be. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I make videos whenever I can. I'll see you in the next one.